joining us here at Forge West End. My name is Dijana. I'm one of the clinical directors here. I just want to say a huge thank you to joining us from home. This is our first time ever recording online mat Pilates classes. So big thank you, and I hope you enjoyed our first one. In the coming weeks we will also have many more that we're going to continue uploading, including HIIT Pilates, strength and conditioning, mums and bubs, and pregnancy Pilates. Thank you all. So we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart on the mat, and we're going to start standing up nice and tall. We're going to cover our 5 key principles first. So the 5 key principles in Pilates and the way we teach it here at Forge West End, we're going to start from the pelvic positioning. So when you're standing up here with the feet hip distance apart, we're going to make sure our pelvis is nice and neutral. We can soften our knees and let our hands sit on our hip bones. We're going to imagine that the hip is like a bucket of water. We're going to tip the pelvis backwards and tip it forward. You're going to see and feel that there is quite a bit of movement backward and forward, or maybe minimal if you're experiencing a bit of tightness. We want to feel that the bucket is nice and even and neutral the whole time we complete our standing exercises, as well as in our other positions in lying down, supine or prone or sideline. Next, we're going to position our ribs. So we can place our hands nice and balanced here on the bottom of the rib cage. We're going to make sure the ribs are nice and centered right on top of the pelvis. Thirdly, we're going to focus in on the breathing. I'm going to get you to keep your hands on your ribs. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And I want you to feel that your hands are inflating and separating out. What this means is that the air is coming down into the base of the lungs rather than coming up too much in the front here. Well done. So that's our pelvis, rib positioning and breathing done. We've got our scapula and shoulder blade position forward. Just making sure that we are nice and open through the front here, arms relaxed. And lastly, head and neck position. Gentle chin nod and lengthening up through the spine. Perfect. So from here, we're going to start with a little knee bend. We're going to lower our arms down to the side. I want you to feel a nice stretch through the side of the ribs there and the oblique muscles, and then come back up, straightening out the knees. We're going to drop down as we inhale, exhale, drop down here. Inhale, hold the position and stretch, and release back up. And again, nice breath in, exhale, inhale to hold, and release. On the next one, we're going to add an arm elevation. So we're going to drop the knees side and lengthening up. Nice inhale and release. Soften the knees, drop to the side, reach, and out. We're going to do 2 more each side. And back. The next one, we're going to take our ear to one side, stretching the side of the neck, and back to the other side. Lengthening up nice and tall. Go into a half roll down. Not the full one yet, just to warm up the upper part of the spine, gently softening the knees. I'm going to do 5 of these here. Nice inhale, and segmentally dropping down through the spine. Well done. Rolling the shoulders back, lengthening up and out. Last one. So from here, going back to that point of pelvic positioning, I want to talk to you a little bit more about centering and core activation. So when our pelvis is in neutral, I want you to think of gently tightening through these muscles here, drawing the bottom of this area in towards your spine. Now it shouldn't be too hard. You should be able to continue breathing normally. It's just a gentle activation through here. We will be posting up a few more videos on these 5 key principles as well. So from here, I'm going to get you to go into a nice hip distance position again. I'm going to go into some mini squats. I'm going to breathe in and exhale. It's a bit more of our warm up. Shoulders stay stacked back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to pause here. We're going to do 10 bounces through 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping the arms up, and pausing. Back up. Well done. From here, we're going to go onto our tippy toes and back down. We're going to do 10 to warm up, and then we're going to tie that into our squat, going into our foot series. So we exhale, elevate through the heels, keeping nice and balanced. Inhale, lower down. Three to go. 2, and 1. On the next one, I want you to stay up here and go into a mini squat. The lower you go, the harder it'll be. Dropping the heels back down. Five to go. Keeping nice and balanced. You should feel the muscles working now in the quads, glutes and calves. 3 to go. 2. And 1. And the last one, if you can, drop down and hold the squat position and 10 pulses. And well done. Perfect. Taking a little breather. Next one, similar sequence with the legs wide apart. So we've got our heels wider than the hips, toes turned out, and you got to remember that the knees always need to stay in line with the second toe. So when we come down into a mini squat here, those knees never buckle in, we keep them open. Come back up, and again, so down and down. We're going to come down as we exhale, inhale to hold, and exhale, return. Nice breath then to prepare. So that inhale allows us to hold that squat position for a little while. Another 4, 3, and 1 more. We're going to hold here like we did the squat. Pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Nice little stretch while we're here. Coming down the leg, over to the side. Just going to hold this for 5 seconds. And the other side. Perfect. Coming in, quick quadricep stretch while we're here. So we're going to bring the leg up, making sure we are focusing on tucking the pelvis backwards. So if you were to watch from the side, So we've got less extension through the spine. Try and keep your pelvis tucked back and under, and gently pull that heel back towards your bottom. And the other side. Perfect. What we're going to do next is work our way down to the mat. So we're going to go slowly into our standing roll downs all the way, but in the middle, kind a little hamstring stretch. Standing at the back of your mat, lengthening up to the ceiling, nice and tall. Starting with the chin, rolling down all the way to the floor. When you reach the bottom, you can gently bend your knees. We're going to extend 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and rolling back up, restacking the spine bit by bit. And we go again. Nice breath in, keeping the tummy switched on gently. Bending the knees in 3 times. Last one. And on this last one, you can stay up here, gently kneeling down, and we'll get ourselves into a lying position. So we're going to start with our supine work on the mat. For this class, we won't be using any small equipment. In the coming classes, we will be adding in some TheraBands and chi balls, but we have ways around that in case you don't have those pieces of equipment at home. So bring yourselves down to a supine position. The heels, I want them brought in a little bit closer to your bottom and hip distance apart as well. So from here, we're going to check our 5 key points. Lengthening the back of the spine, making sure the chin is gently nodded in, shoulders back, rib cage in, the neutral position through the spine here, so we make sure there's a little bit of space between the spine and the mat, and gently activating that tummy. We're going to take a nice breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring one leg up to the tabletop position, keep that center, rib set, bring the second leg. We're going to lower back down one leg, then the second. We go again. So we're going to work up from here. Keeping that tummy set, especially when that second leg comes up. So we like to exhale, hold for an inhale. As you bring the second leg up, exhale again. The breath out does help activate those muscles a little bit more, helping you bring that second leg up. Perfect. Last one. We're going to stay up there in tabletop. From here. Now, if you're having trouble keeping your legs in tabletop, feel free to bring them down, or one down, and we're going to work with one leg. However, if you can hold both, we're going to take a breath in center and going to our one leg stretch, lengthening out the leg in this position. Now keep that tummy set. Rib cage is really important to keep those ribs down. Neck muscles relaxed. A nice exhale to lengthen out the leg. Inhale to return. Last one each side. And dropping back down. Now the last one we're going to do is called a hip twist, gently letting one leg fall out to the side and back in. And we're going to be repeating these 3 sequences with some abdominal work as well. A couple of minutes. Just make sure you recenter, both legs up. We're going to let one leg fall out to the side, keeping this leg balanced, back in. out to the side. You want to make sure that your ankle is traveling with your knee. So I will turn to face the camera. So we've got both legs up, gently opening out to the side, back in. The key thing here is keeping the leg that's up in the air in tabletop very still as that other one falls out to the side. 3 more each side, really focusing in on your tummy muscles. And breathing is letting the leg fall out as you inhale. Exhale, return back to center. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, return. Well done, dropping back down. Before we tie in the abdominals with those 3 sequences, I want to go through just the abdominal work by itself. I'm going to place the hands behind our head, keeping the legs down for this one. Take a nice breath in. We're going to gently bring the head, shoulders off the floor, keeping our neutral spine here. So I don't want to see any pelvises tilting back or too far forward, staying nice and balanced, as if you were balancing a tray of drinks on your tummy. We exhale to lift, inhale, lower. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Try to inhale through the nose, exhale as we elevate. 5 more. 2. And 1. Well done. We're going to give that a go with the legs up in the air. So gently bring one leg up to tabletop and the other. If you're not quite ready for both legs, just have one leg and stretching out 5 times and then 5 with the other. But for those that want to try a little bit harder level, we lift both legs up. Take a nice breath in to prepare. As you elevate the head, one leg comes out. Return both together. Exhale as you elevate. Inhale to lower. Now that leg reaches out at 45 degrees. We don't want the leg lower. Keeping the leg higher will actually give you a much harder workout on the tummy. To each side. And 1. Dropping back down, you can give your knees a little hug, side to side. We're going to go into our oblique curls. We're going to be doing 10 repetitions and 10 small pulses at the end. I will start by facing you first. Your one arm is out towards the side, one hand behind the head. You take a breath in and you lift and do a little twist towards that open hand and lower back down. So what we're going to be feeling here is a little bit more work through the oblique muscle. Four to go. 3, 2, and on this last one, holding up and gentle pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. We should feel that right through the side. Crossing out here. You've had a little break. We're going to go to the other side. So one hand behind the head. Taking a nice breath in. Exhale to lift and twist. Inhale, lower. Keep your eye out on that elbow. It needs to stay up and out. The rotation comes from that rib trying to draw down towards the hip. 5 to go, followed by 5 pulses. 2 to go, and 1. Holding up here, 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. We can take this opportunity to give our bodies a nice little stretch. Bring the feet together, tucking them up towards your bottom. Arms out horizontal at 90 degrees. Let both knees fall over to the side, giving the body and the spine a nice stretch through here. We're going to inhale to hold and then exhale, return back up. So in to prepare, exhale. Keeping the shoulder blade glued down, you'll get a nice strong stretch there. Inhale, hold, and return. You can allow the head to fall off as well to the side, giving that neck also a nice little stretch. Well done. Coming back up here, we're going to follow this sequence into our shoulder bridge sequence. So the arms come down by your side, you're in neutral position, hip distance apart through the feet, and the heels once again, bring them in. Give you a much better glute workout if your heels are in closer to your bottom. Now if you want to work a little bit harder, happy for you to bring your arms up here. I'm going to keep mine down. So we're going to take a nice breath in to prepare. Exhale, start to curl through the pelvis, bringing the spine off the mat segment by segment. Take a breath in here and rolling back down, try and feel each segment come down bit by bit. And go again. Rolling up. Inhale to hold, activating those glutes. We want to feel more work happening here, less in the lower back, and back in. We're going to do one more. We're going to add in some arms to give our body a nice stretch. So we're going to lift up off the mat, bring the arms up and over the head. Keep those arms down as you roll down. And then the arms follow. We'll go again. Bringing them back down beside you. Breath in to prepare. Exhale to lift. Inhale. And exhale, roll back down. One more time, in to prepare. Perfect. On the last one here, we're going to hold up and stay up here. Now for those that haven't done a single leg lift off before with shoulder bridge, happy for you to just elevate one heel. But if you can, the whole leg comes off into tabletop, keeping the pelvis steady, lowering back down. Other leg. Happy for you to use your hands. I like to use mine on the ribs and hip bones. Lets me know that I'm keeping this area steady. Exhale to lift the leg, inhale to lower. One more each side. And lower back down. Well done. Give our glutes a little bit of a stretch. Happy for you to keep your feet here, or bring and hug that thigh up for a stronger stretch. Swapping legs. Perfect. So from here, we're going to roll over to our side. So if you can, lying down on your side, you can pop a pillow under your head if you need, or fold your arm. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently bend the knees so they're not up here. They're not in line with our body, so you should just gently be able to see them here. The legs are stacked perfectly on top. And I want you to feel length through the spine to allow a little bit of a lift through here. So from here, we're going to work into our clam level 1. Keeping the heels together, gently engaging the tummy, we're going to open our top knee to the ceiling and lower back down. I want you to have the sensation of having a glass of water that you're balancing on your hip. Gently opening and lowering without moving your pelvis, and that's going to help isolate those muscles a little bit more. So we're going to go into 5 more little pulses at the end as well. 2 more. And 1, holding open, pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lowering back down. Well done. From here, elevating the heels. We're going to go up into our second level, keeping the heels together, opening up. 10 again, same variation, opening to the ceiling and back without tipping the pelvis. Trying to keep length through the spine. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Instead of pulses this time, we're going to lengthen out the leg 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Back down. Perfect. Last sequence before we go into our side planks. I want you to lengthen out your body if you can through here. Keep yourself lying down if you can, but you can prop yourself up. It will make the exercise a little bit more difficult. However, it might help ease your neck pain if you're having any neck tightness through there. So what I want you to do is keep your hand down gently on the mat for some balance. Option 2 is to do this exercise with the arm out to the ceiling. So we're going to take the toes pointing up to the ceiling, flex back down. Flex the foot to lower. We can exhale, lift, inhale, lower back down. 5 to go. Keeping steady through the pelvis. 2 to go. And 1. Following on from this one leg gently lifts off, not too high. Allow the second to come off, bring them together, lower back down. Now again, option 2, arms up. Doing it here. Lower back down. Try and stay as steady as you can. The whole time thinking of length through the body. So think of reaching those toes out to the other side of the room as you elevate. 2 to go. Last one. And down. Well done. Before we switch sides, I want you to bring yourself up here. Body is in line. We're going to go into our side bend or side plank variation. Keeping the elbow underneath the shoulder, nice and steady through the shoulder blade. Open wide through the chest at the front. arm is going to go by the side. So we take a breath in to inhale to prepare. Exhale, elevating, lifting. Hold for an inhale, and back down. We'll go again. Nice breath in. Exhale. Happy for you to look down at the bottom hand. Help alleviate some of that neck stress. We always hold up at the top for a little bit. For that inhale. Forward to go. One. Well done. And over to the other side. We'll repeat that sequence over with the other leg. So lying down nice and comfortably. Knees back and in line with the body to start off with, but I want you to gently then flex through the hips to find that nice 20 to 30 degree hip flexion angle. Pushing the waist away, lengthening out that spine. Heels stay down for the first one. Breath in to prepare. Exhale to open into that clamp. Inhale, lower. So 3. Nice breath out. Feeling the muscles contracting and firing through the upper glute here. We're going to limit what you're feeling through the front. If you're feeling a bit of work happening through the front, you can tip forward. You can try squeezing your heels as well a little bit more to help that glute fire a little bit. We're going to pause here, pulses. 10, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Clam level 2. Finding that position again. Take a nice breath in. Exhale to lift. Inhale to open. Gentle squeeze through the heels. So following my tempo here. Two to go. And 1. Holding this position. Instead of the pulses, we lengthen. 10, 9, keep that knee open, up. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back in, lower back down, give those glutes a little bit of a tap. Get the muscle relaxing. Perfect. Lengthening out those legs. So this next one, you can lengthen out the arm if you wish. Keep it the same way. Hand here for balance. Body is in line, nice and long. Take a nice breath in to find your center. Exhale, lift. Inhale to flex the foot and lower. So that foot flexion adds a nice little calf stretch, as well as working those anterior tibial muscles. Four to go. 3, 2, and 1. Now, from the next one, we have our hand here or up if you wish, or bring it back down to level 1 here. Lift one leg off, lift the bottom to meet the top, down together. So 1, together, down. Together, down. Can get a little bit uncomfortable on that bottom hip. Try and limit the tension in the upper neck as you bring the legs up into the air. 3 more. 2. And 1. Well done. And finishing lastly off with our side planks. So we come up onto our elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Hips and knees in line. You possible, tummy engaged. Take a breath in, exhale, lift, inhale, hold. You're really cautious that that shoulder stays nice and set. Five to go, almost there. All done. Coming up. Good work, everyone. Going to do a little neck stretch while we're sitting here, followed by a mermaid stretch. So for the neck stretch, I'm happy for you to keep your hands here. Bring one ear to one side. Facilitate the stretch a little more by pulling on the head. Other side. Perfect. Following it with our mermaids, we're going to have a seat into our Z-sit position. Feel free to sit cross-legged or even kneeling if you wish. But if your hips don't or knees don't allow that, you can sit on a chair if you wish. We're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to go into a side bend mermaid stretch. Take a nice breath in as the arm comes up. Exhale. Have a nice stretch through here. Inhale, return. Exhale. Inhale to hold. And return. So by having the legs in this position, it can give you a different stretch to when you are sitting normal or kneeling. I'm going to add a little rotation on the next ones. So lifting up, now rotating. Trying to bring that arm down. The stretch should feel different on the spine. Shoulders relaxed. One more each side. It's a nice way to open up the spine and give it a nice stretch through the back. Perfect. Other side, swapping the legs. We take a nice breath in to prepare. Exhale, leaning over to one side. Inhale to hold. You might feel one side opens up a little better than the other. And now adding the rotation. It's coming around, gently flexing through the spine. Back in. Two more each side. Perfect. From here, rolling those shoulders. We'll do 3 each direction. We're going to go into one of our final exercises where we combine a full body roll up. So from here, full body Pilates roll up entails you lying down completely. If you find it tricky to come up into that roll up, I'm happy for you to stay up here, and we'll go into a half roll back and a roll up with us as a whole. If, however, you can, we're going to work from here and start down completely on the floor. Arms come up over the head. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, rolling up. See if you can come up all the way, reaching for your toes, and then back up into sitting. Nice and tall. Take a breath in. If you feel you need to bend those knees, feel free to bend those knees. And again. For For those that can do the roll up, keep going. We're going to do the second, the beginner version. So rolling down all the way. Hold, take a breath in, and roll forward, lengthening up tall as if a nice piece of rope is pulling you up to the ceiling, and down again. Two more. Exhale to roll back down all the way. Inhale to hold. Well done. I'm going to stay over here. We're going to stay up for our next one. Down here, we're going to do a supine leg pull. It involves both arms staying back and behind the shoulders a little bit. I like to have mine pointing out rather than back here or here, as it does block the wrist joint a little bit. I want you to pop those shoulders back and down, engage through the tummy, and on our exhale we're going to elevate, lifting through, engaging those glutes. Take a breath in and lower back down. We're going to do 4 together, and then I'll offer you a level up. Shoulders back, keeping that neck nice and long. Exhale. This is a challenging one. On the next one, feel free to bring one knee in, out, and the other, and drop back down. We'll go again. Otherwise, stay with the beginner level. If you need to work on this, we'll be progressing these exercises as we go. 2 more. Last one. Well done. All right, we're going to be finishing up with a little stretch through the thoracic spine. We're going to do a spine twist. If we can, for that position, we're going to go into our kneeling position. We're going to take our spine, or our hands in towards the center here, into a prayer position. Take a nice breath in. I'm going to twist over to the side. Release back in on the inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. I like to keep the hands here centered. It does show you if your arms are twisting ahead of your thoracic spine. This is a thoracic spine stretch, so we want to feel that we are rotating the right part of the body. Nice inhale, exhale, rotating through. Well done. Last one each side. Perfect. Popping our arms here, we're going to go into our Cleopatra arms, opening out. It's a nice open stretch. Palms facing down, then return the back in. Exhale. Inhale, back in. So we want to see how well you can keep those shoulder blades back and down. In some of our next classes, we'll be doing more of a workout for the upper body, which will involve a little bit more prone and plank sort of position. Back down. Done. For the next one, happy for you to go into standing for this one, or high kneeling. We're going to allow room for our arms. We're going to take the arms inside out, up to the ceiling. You can let your eyes follow. Nice breath in and release back down. Turn them inside out. Exhale. Nice breath in and release. So we inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting the arms and gaze up. Inhale to hold and release. Last one. Perfect. We're going to work our way into standing. Going back into our roll up. So standing or kneeling in this little position here. Feet hip distance apart. I want you to go into and lower the heels and slowly bring yourself back up. We're going to take our arms up. We're going to do a few little circles to finish. And roll back down. Take a breath in at the bottom. Exhale. Shoulders back. Inhale, arms up. Gently fall to the side. Breath in, rolling down again. Last one here. Perfect. Well done, guys. Hope you've enjoyed our first installment of a mat Pilates class here at Forge West End. See you soon.